y'all? It's your girl Brittany.
And it's your girl Bree.
And this is Listen Sis, your favorite podcast.
What is up with y'all?
What is up with y'all?
On this wonderful Monday.
Wonderful Monday.
I don't know where these little songs be coming from on this intro.
But
what's up?
What's up, y'all?
I hope that y'all Monday has been just as great as you are.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Y'all,
Yes.
Today we're going to jump right on in. And today we're going to, look, what I like to say, we got another special episode.
Another special one.
This
all our episodes are very special.
All of them. I don't know why I be saying it, but I think that every last one of them, I feel like it's
special.
It's special. It's going to reach somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all, have y'all ever, let me ask y'all this. Y'all already know how we are.
We just are who we are.
We are who we are. Anyway, see, let me ask you this question. So, have you ever, and I already know the answer to this, but do you ever feel like you just have to vent in order to stop yourself from exploding?
Absolutely.
Pretty much.
Absolutely.
Go ahead. Go ahead, say what you have to say.
Were you done, sis? Some of you have.
Get it, girl. Okay.
Absolutely. I do have my moments where where I need to vent. First, because once you keep bottled up inside, you only do more damage to yourself.
Right.
And so I used to be a person where I wouldn't say, and I still am in a sense. So God's working on me with that, where I won't say anything, but I'll just hold on to more things. But what I've started doing is more so journaling. What I can't say, I release it by writing it out.
Yeah.
And so that helps me, and whether that's mean if I have to talk to someone and it may be something that I can't say in the moment, I will write it and I give it to them. Versus me talking about it and it's just form of release. Yeah. But I do. First I try to go to Big G
first,
and talk to him.
Yeah.
Do I do that all the time? No, it just depends on what the situation is. It depends on circumstances.
Right.
Because we are all human, and life just be life sometimes. And so go to Big G and talk to him. But I will call my sis very quickly, and I try to, be respectful because I don't know what day my sis is having. Or, just my friends in general, that I know that I can go to and I can talk to.
Right.
That I don't want to just pour something off on them because I'm not sure what they're going through. So I like to ask, what their mental capacity is.
Right.
And then I go from there. If they tell me right now it's not a good time, it's fine. Then I know I need to get the right.
Yeah.
I need to get the right, and I need to get the praying, and I need to get to talking with God.
Yeah, right.
So that then I can start to at least calm myself down and feel a little bit better, because I feel anxious sometimes. Yes, I just need to get it out.
Yeah.
What about you, sis? How do you handle when it's time for you to vent? What does that look like for you?
When I need to vent, I definitely take a second to think about my situation. I have to think and be like, okay, what is the problem? How can I address this issue in that moment if I need to address it?
Yeah.
Or if I need to just take a second, let the heat come off real quick, because sometimes if it's that bad of an issue, whatever like that, and we just go ahead and address it and not process what's going on, it may end up worse than what it was when it initially happened.
Right.
So I definitely like to think about what's going on, and I'm a recovering overthinker.
That's right.
Because I ain't claiming that no more.
Recovering overthinker. I like that.
And I like to I have to think some things through. And sometimes I be like, well, is this worth my thoughts? my brain work right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I know I call sis, I call you in a heartbeat if something is wrong. But I also have to be aware, like sis said, and make sure that she's having a decent day in order for me to like pour my situations on her. And normally we just we know that we need that time.
Mm-hmm.
So it may not be necessarily what we like, oh, we just ain't in the mood.
Mm-hmm.
But we kind of hear it. If we say, well, I'm tired, then we may not say nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, we'll just be very mindful, very cautious of how I, vent.
Mm-hmm.
Or, but I do think a lot, and I do make sure that my actions behind my thoughts are going to be smooth and received on the other end.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I think that when you are venting, sometimes like you just need to let it out and you just start rumbling.
Yeah.
You may start crying.
Mm-hmm.
Because you need it. It's almost like you need a solution to your problem.
And it sometimes be a lot of confusion
going on, and you just at the end of the day you need a solution on at that during venting. I think it's more so a cry out for help, and any way that I can be helped, somebody help me come up with a solution. And that's why it's good to have wise counsel. It's good to have a good set of friends around you, mentors, whatever the case may be, when these things like this occur, because your therapist, somebody that you can call on to have a conversation with, because not all the time that you can talk to your friends. You know what I'm saying? You may need to see somebody that has the credentials and can talk you through different methods to use, different strategies to use,
right?
On how you need to handle it. But all in all, you just need a solution on how to work this problem out. Is it able to be worked out?
Right.
Because some problems ain't meant to be made out. Sometimes you got to leave. Sometimes you got to leave it as is. No, you buy that car as is.
Yeah.
Some situations you meant to leave them situations right where they are. They serve. It has served this purpose.
And this course has ran out.
The course has ran out.
Yeah.
And you have, went to God about it, and God has confirmed it. And when God tells you to do something, you just got to be obedient.
Right.
Sometimes we look for different confirmations, and we look for a sign and all this. And He done gave you so many signs, you just missed them. But again, you just want you want solution to whatever the problem is that you have. And some stuff, leave it alone, and some things are fixable.
Right.
Some things can be worked out, and you just need to figure out a strategy on how to go forward with whatever the situation is. And I think once you figure that out, it's like a burden being lifted off of you, because you feel so heavy when you just need to release. And so it's not good. Definitely not good to hold
not
it.
bottling hold all that.
Don't hold it in.
Piggying back off that. So one of the things that my recovering of the overthinking process is I immediately start praying.
Oh yeah.
Because when I do that, it helps with my nervous system. Yeah. It helps with my I'm not claiming any type of anxiety or anything, but your heart rate get the pacing when you get a little overwhelmed, palms get the sweat. So I immediately start to pray. When I have those situations and stuff coming up, come up or whatever, to try to help in the venting if I need to, or the conversations that I need to. So that's how I had to kind of like shift the scenario or the outcome or situation. So So that's just one of the tools that I did. Like I just said, a quick prayer. You ain't gotta get on your knees and be like, oh God, with your hands raised.
Yeah.
Just stop for a second.
Breathe.
And say a little 1, 2, and move on.
Yes. And once you have, this is a method that I use. Once I have shared, once we have laughed, talked, prayed, I learned when having to vent, we have to learn when to leave it there.
Yep.
And let
it go.
Because the more we continue, again, we say this all the time, the more we continue to take matters into our own hands, the more delayed we make the situation, the more harmful we may make a situation, the more self-inflicted we make a situation.
And the more life you putting into that thing,
yes,
because you keep talking about it and bringing it up, and you giving it life instead of going ahead and
killing it
like that weed killer stuff. You need to get you some weed killer and kill that situation.
and let it, your right, sis, and don't let it keep dwelling on your in your thoughts, and you know, let it go. And whatever that may be, whatever that situation is, and people going through all kinds of things.
Yeah.
Whatever you're going through. Some people say they don't have anyone to go to. Well, if you ain't got nobody, you got God.
Right. You don't have nobody else.
You got God to go to, and that's one person you ain't gotta worry about telling that's gonna tell your business.
He don't never leave you.
Don't care how many times you go to him. You could just went to him 5 minutes ago and I'm back again.
Or to say the same prayer about 12 times.
Yes. And he's a person that does not get tired.
Right.
Where us as humans, some people like, I don't get tired, but at some point a person will get tired. And so,
and it's funny because we get to the point to where, like, say for instance, we talking about something, and you say, I know you tired of me talking about this.
And I was like, I ain't tired of you talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Because 9 times out of 10, I ain't gonna say I done forgot about it, but I done released it in my mind. So because I have released it, if the person brings it up again, it's far from my mind. So I'm not dwelling on it. You know, so it's not staying with me in that aspect of I'm constantly thinking about the problem. No. If you're someone that always focuses on a problem, y'all definitely, baby, you got to get with God with that.
You do.
Because that's not of God. God don't want you to focus on your problems. He said that we will have trials and tribulations, but he don't want you to focus on that.
Right.
The enemy wants you to focus on, those things in which you don't have control of.
Right.
If God said that we lack nothing, if he said he will supply all of our needs, if he takes care of the birds, if he takes care of the birds in the sky, what else would he be able to do for us? So that's why he says not for us to worry.
Right.
Do not tarry and worry about these things. We're not built to carry anything. That's why he died for us.
Right.
He deemed us so worthy that whatever we carry, he's buried that burden for us when he died on the cross.
Right.
So we don't have to sit back and we don't have to worry. Of course, yes, we're gonna worry. We're gonna overthink. We're gonna think some more and we're gonna think some more. But I promise you, don't self-inflict yourself.
Right.
You got to learn to let go and let God.
Let God. That's the motto. For the rest of the year, 2025, let go and let God.
And let God. Yes.
But
vent.
Yes, vent. But when you vent, learn how to just release it. Even if you gotta, if you journal or whatever, journal, write it down. If you want to bottle it up and throw it in the trash can, if you want to bottle it up and if you want to burn it the safe way or anything like that,
or if you want to break it, go to your rage room or have your own rage,
or you get Dollar Tree got plates, the little white plates. If you want to write down your stuff that's bothering you, that you feel like, you know, that's been holding you back
Yeah.
or been having a toll on you, right on there, go have you a breaking party.
Go have a
Go
breaking
break that
party
plate.
and release
Yeah,
that.
release
And
it.
you don't know how much that may help you. I've gone to a race room before. As a matter of fact, it was something I done for my birthday last year, and I had never done that before. But the amount of weight, the amount of pressure, the amount of anxiety that was released in that room when I didn't. You never know how much you need a thing until you're in a position where that's the only option you have in that moment.
Right.
So yeah, it's you have to gain a new mindset of learning to let go, allowing not to try to fight your own battles.
Right. Take your
hands off of it,
like we always say.
And let God handle it, because when you let Him handle it, He gonna make the best decision for you. We think we know. Our heart will deceive us. Our heart will deceive us, and we'll think we know what's best for us. But the story already written.
It's already written.
We try to write our own story, but God already know the story.
Right.
So take your hand off of it, let go and let God. But yes, we all vent.
At some point, to vent. You need to.
And vent on.
Vent on.
And you know, but don't stay stuck.
Yeah.
Don't stay stuck in that rut.
Say what you gotta say and get on up out of
it. Release it and do the crying that you're gonna do, or whatever however you handle things.
She said crying, not crying, y'all.
Yeah.
Don't do no crying.
Nah, we said crying.
Crying.
Not crying.
Right. But yeah, y'all do whatever y'all need to do to vent, get it off your chest and let go.
Yeah, get it off your chest. I like that. Get it
off your chest.
And you're gonna feel so much better.
1,000 times better. But yeah, y'all, we just wanted to come on here real quick to drop this good old nugget about venting in ways that you can vent, and the healthy way. You know? Healthy. You know, not toxic.
Not toxic.
Okay. But healthy. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and say our affirmations and get out of your wellness. Good Monday.
I am bold.
I am bold.
I'm fearfully and wonderfully made.
I am fearfully and wonderfully made.
I am a child of God.
I am a child of God.
I'm a conqueror.
I'm a conqueror.
And I will always be.
And I will always be.
My true and authentic self.
My true and authentic self. Y'all, we thank y'all so much for tuning in with us each and every Monday. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central Time. And we will catch y'all on the next episode of
This is your favorite podcast.
Bye.